Hello buddy, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm gonna be showing you how to check if a player is standing on a certain block. And now the most common use for this is of course that if you stand on, for example, a gold block, that it automatically sets your spawn point there. So I'll show you how to do this in both Java edition and Bedrock edition, so for all versions of the game pretty much. And so if you were helped by this video, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel. But let's just get started. So I have a gold block over here, and once I step on it, you see this in chat. Set spawn point to, well, this coordinate in the overworld for me. There we go. So this is the only command you need. There's just one command in this command block. It will be in the description below for both Java and Bedrock as well, so you can copy it over if you need to. So what you first need to get is a repeating command block. So you can do this by giving yourself a repeating command block. There it is, enter, and there we go, we got one. Let's create one ourselves as well, so let's place it down. And now what we need to do is over here, it says needs redstone, we need to switch this over to always active. And now we just need to copy in the command. So let's grab it from over here and let's copy it into the command block. So I'll just briefly explain what this means. So it's an execute command and it executes as a random player. So it just chooses a player in the server and it's going to execute as that player, right? So it's going to do this every tick, so it's going to switch between all the different players. So this does work in multiplayer as well. And then it's going to look at the coordinates of that player. So it's a specified player, we already specified that here. Then it's going to see if the block one block below his feet is equal to a gold block. So if that's the case, it's gonna continue on and it's gonna do this. It's gonna run this command, spawn point the targeted player, and then just where the player is, right? So it's gonna set the spawn point when the player is standing on a gold block at the point where the player was. So with this command you could also of course check for a block above the player by just changing this to 2 like this, or in front of the player like this. You can just test for blocks around the player with this, but the bottom one is the most used of course, because well, you can see it in the game that you're standing on it and that gives a visual representation. You can of course also change the command at the end. You don't have to run the spawn point. You can also run another command if you want to. So for example, if you do say hi or something like this, then it will say hi every single time. There is a lot of pending messages that just accumulated very quickly. That's because I have my chat setting, chat delay on 4 seconds. But there we go, there they all are. And so it will actually execute this command as if it were me. So if I do say hi, it does the same thing as you can see. But normally if you place down a command and do say hi, like this, and then activate it, it will say with this @ sign at the front. But now it actually executes this as if this command block were me. So we can change this to any block we want. We can change it to diamond block for example, or to, well, whatever. Diamond block, a diamond clock is nothing, it would be very nice, but there we go, diamond block. Then we just need to get a diamond block, so let's get a diamond block over here, place it down and stand on it, and there we go, it sets our spawn point immediately. So of course you don't want all of this in your chat every single tick, so what you need to do to get rid of that is type in game rule, command block output false. There we go. Now it will still happen, but you just won't see it on screen. So here we go, we stand on it and we don't really know what's happening right now because we can't see the messages on the screen. If you want to get a confirmation if it's actually working, get a comparator and place it next to your repeating command block like this. Of course we need a block there like this. Now if you stand on here, you see that it activates the comparator, so it's actually working. Of course this works either way, so this is just to see if it is working for yourself. Now of course if we were to die, as you can see, we respawn on this block, and this happens each time, as you can see. And since 1.16 you can also set the angle after this. So if you want the player to face a specific way, so for example to 90 degrees, then that's also possible. They will always face in this direction then. And you can change that to whatever you want, 45, something like that. Let's reset our spawn point, let's die again, and there we go. Okay, so the angle part actually doesn't seem to be working here, or let's see. Ah, no, I've made a mistake. If you add a space after your command, then it actually doesn't work. So let's see, yes, it's working. We set our spawn point at 45 degrees. Let's die, and there we go. As you can see, we respawn at exactly 45 degrees. So this can be very helpful if your next level of your parkour map is over here. You just want the player to respawn facing this way. Of course this also works in the other game modes. Just stand on here and it works just fine. It activates the command still, and you will still respawn over here as well, which is pretty obvious, but there we go. So if you need any more help with this, please let me know in the comments down below if you have any problems, and I'll try to help you out with this command. It's not too difficult because, well, there's just one thing that happens. But there we go, that's how to do it in Java edition. In Bedrock edition it's a little bit different, but let's go over there so I can show you how you do it in Bedrock edition. Okay, here we are in the Bedrock version of the game. I'm playing on the Windows 10, so this could be different on, for example, PlayStation and stuff, but I don't think it will. Please let me know in the comments down below if it is, but let's just get started. So we have a gold block over here once again, and another command block. So if I stand on here like this, and then I die, there we go, respawn, you will see that I respawn on this gold block right here. And by the way, this only works with players because we've added @r in Java edition as well and here as well. So that's only with players and not with entities. So if a mob stands on here, it won't accidentally set your spawn point to over here. So let's go into the command itself. So let's go into creative and let's open this command block over here. So once again you'll need a repeating and always active command block. So this one more time. It works the same as in Java. Give yourself a repeating command block, place it down. Over here, switch from needs redstone to always active, and then copy paste in the command, or if you can't copy paste because you're on a console or something like that, then you'll have to retype it into your command block, but it will be in the description below as well. So we have this command, let's copy it over to our new command block, here we go. So what it says here is execute @r, so it will execute for a random player, then the position of the player, that doesn't really matter. Then after that we have detect, so it will detect one block below the player for a gold block. So that's what's over there. Detect one block lower, gold block. And then it just is the data value of gold blocks, so that's 1. And then spawn point add as at that position. So the last part is just the command for the spawn point. You can change it over to something else by the way as well, of course. So if you want it to set a block somewhere, you can use set block. You can fill in any command here, that doesn't really matter. But for what we are doing, spawn point is the most logical. So let's re-add that. There we go. Let's change the block up to diamond block once again. So you can see that that's working here as well. Diamond block. And now we can get a diamond block. Here we go. Place it down and stand on it, and I will see over here it set my spawn point to 507.71.52, which is right here as you can see from my coordinates under my little player there. So there it is, over there, over there, over there. So now if we go back into survival, and then if we happen to die, there we go, respawn and respawn on the diamond block over here. Jump back to the gold block, die again, and we should be able to respawn, yes, on the gold block. So there we go. That is how to check for the block that the player is standing on in both Bedrock edition and Java. Once again, if I helped you out with this video, please consider liking the video and consider subscribing as well. I would really appreciate that, and it would just be amazing. And now just a little thank you to my very first tier 3 YouTube member. Thank you Xobot for being my first tier 3 member. You can check him out with a link in the description. He gets a shout out in the description and in all the videos as long as he is a member, because he is a tier 3 member. If you want to know more about the memberships, click the blue join button below the video. Okay, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. So until then, bye bye!